Worshipping God or a deity beyond you in a society of ignorance kind of feels more or less like, uh, I could say, an agenda of complacency. Because, see, if a deity was created to be technically your slave, why would you actually live, right? Why would they actually live? See, this universe has billions of galaxies, and each galaxy has billions of stars. So imagine how much life there is in all sorts of shapes, sizes, forms, whatever. I doubt we humans are the only, you know, attention that God gives, right? Obviously, I don't think if they existed, I don't think they would even know about us, given how much creation has expanded, right? Now, even if they knew about us, I don't think they would care much about what we do, because even if we blow up our planet, it's just one planet. It's just one speck of dust in this whole vastness, right? So, as religion feels like it's a bit just like modern consumerism. Get everything that you want, right? Seek everything that you want and pray for God that you will get it, right? But at the same time, it says everything that you want in life, you will have it, but only after you die. The question is, after you die, you're no longer gonna be physical, so what's it gonna be of any use, right? If you're gonna be a spirit or a ghost afterwards, you're not gonna be physical, so why would it even matter that you get every physical aspect, right? It's not that everything that exists here will exist in heaven as well, right? Because heaven as descripted, you'll be floating around by angels, and in hell you'll just be burning in a cauldron, right? So why would you need cars or any luxury items in there, right? But religion is usually made for the masses, right? And the masses usually are kept as ignorant because the majority always decides everything, right? Nowadays, the fracturings of society is done by trying to lure the masses' attention towards so called minorities. But the majority always decides because in warfare and in everything, it's the majority that decides. Sure, the general issues the orders, but ultimately, it is the majority, which is the soldiers, that end up, deciding the battle. Obviously, there are too many to mention one by one, and usually you only remember the general, but it's always the masses, right? Even when it comes to revolts, right? It only takes one candle to light up the others, but at the same time, it's always the masses who decide everything. Even in a country, it doesn't matter whom you vote for, since there is no such thing as voting. Obviously, whoever you vote for, most likely that vote doesn't even matter. As you can see, the whole Europe and the whole world even seems to be tending towards authoritarianism no matter what. And even in Europe, there are signs of chainification and an intended wish to bring the, what is it called? The credit system score and things like that. So when you have just an ignorant society, it's all about control. So no wonder why your religion, that you most likely fanatically crave after, it's nothing else than another tool for control, because that's the only thing that will ever exist in a society of ignorance. Because if you keep the masses ignorant, everyone who will try to think for themselves will be policed by the ignorance, because the ignorance, they will always think that whatever there is, that's the only thing that there is. They only think that there is God, and God will give them everything. But as I said, everything that you want is always beyond your life. And when you're dead, everything that's beyond this life will no longer help you, right? Don't be like pharaohs, right? And those old ways of thinking that if you put all the jewelry and all the possessions of the world in the pharaoh's tomb, they will make use of those beyond death. No, they won't be needing those. Okay? Once they have departed from this world, there is no need for anything physical. So the point is, well, they might reincarnate, yes, obviously, but they will start a fresh new life. They won't remember who or what they were before, and obviously they won't be needing those things again. So the point is, it seems to be more like propaganda of complacency. Why do I say this? Because, see, God is promised through religion. Okay, He didn't come in your life and promise that he will make sure you have everything, right? And he's promised to give you everything, right, as if they are the ultimate slave, right? And if you look at people and how they pray, usually Christians, is like, oh God, give me, right? So it's more like a command, and that's like being the master of God, right? Not treating them as some superior being whom you should be somewhat grateful that you exist thanks to them, although I don't believe in religion nor in its created deities. And at the same time, is God, why me, right? So victimization. So the way I see religion is something like, um, you expect everything to be given, right? To be put on a golden plate in front of you, but at the same time be complacent if it doesn't happen because tomorrow might be the day, right? Or so many other distractions, right? Tomorrow might be the day. Maybe I'm not fortunate enough. Maybe some other time, right? This is not the right time. You see a lot of people who just postpone things because it's not the right time, right? This is all part of complacency. When you add thousands of years of such karma through different types of religions, not just Christianity, because Christianity is a very young one, but still, the utmost point of religion is to have humanity believe in something. But in a society of ignorance, that always, like anything that is created, ends up sooner or later as a tool for control. Because if people don't know who they are and what they don't know the extent of their personal power, it's easy to snatch it away from them. And what easier way to snatch power from people other than through an invented being who is superior to everyone and who is also all known? But you can't be all knowing about time because time doesn't even exist. If you have ultimate knowledge about the past, well, we all have ultimate knowledge about the past because the past of the whole universe is inscribed in the karma of this planet, and we also have that inscribed in our DNA. Whoever is introspective enough to search for it, they will see the whole creation from the first aspects of physicality till the present day. The present moment is the only moment when we actually live, and the future hasn't happened yet. So there is no such thing as mastery over time, right? There can only be mastery of your own physical body. But obviously, if you do that, you're no longer going to be an ignorant. And if you're no longer going to be an ignorant, well, most likely you won't be needing God, because if you're finally understanding how your energies function and you're becoming more and more introspective, you'll realize that deities who are far beyond you are of little to no more importance because your time will be more suitably invested towards your own physical body, right? Towards your own mental energies, psychological energies, emotional energies, right? Handling this body correctly, keeping it as straight as possible in terms of position, right? So your spine position, your breathing. So many things can be done with this body. Once you start investing in these things, external aspects like superior deities will simply be of no more importance. All this being said, you are appreciated, take care, and well, Ferenc Board signing out.